Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited, the disturbing thought of the day. Hmm. This could be some, I don't know, I could almost see anime doing this. You are, question is, what are you? Maybe the Earth is fragged. Um, it's like Blade Runner fragged, like the environment, corporations, da 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 da. And you have this thing called the Exodus, but it's not a ship because space travel's a joke. It doesn't work. We never wriggle it out. We never figured it out. We do have portals though, so you can actually open up a portal in Hong Kong and end up in Russia. Just step through it. Boom. We figured out portals on a like intercontinental scale. We can even portal out to the moon. That's as far as we can go. Then part of it is power, feasibilities of finance stuff like that, and also the logistics, like what does radiation have an effect? Does solar flares have an effect? What are the implications? Da da da. So no one's been able to really go towards those distant planets which are habitable until somebody figures out how. The trick is you don't build a nuclear reactor. What you build is a really big giant robot. Why? Because giant robots just make everything cooler, right? This dude actually just came up with the idea for the portal on his deathbed and took all of his assets and said, look, I'm putting all my assets into this AI. AI, build a robot, assemble a crew, go go plant a flag someplace. And very well. So this AI runs the company and off to the side runs this project and the way a robot would with 24/7 efficiency, no delays, no doubts, no skepticisms, no mistakes. Builds this thing. It's think Pacific Rim on steroids because this thing is so massive that people can live in it. Like you actually have a settlement inside the drone itself, like inside its torso. And if it's in a fight, you wouldn't notice. The inertial dampeners, to use a Star Trek term. Basically, this thing is designed so you can move, fight. This thing could do backflips, and you wouldn't notice. Somehow, the whatever's at the center where people hang out, you can knock it down. They wouldn't know until the system breaks. Then you got a problem. So this massive robot, massive, like has multiple reactors in it. Again, bigger than a Jaeger in Pacific Rim, bigger than a kaiju, bigger than the mega kaiju in the second movie. I mean, huge. And you literally have maybe a crew of hundreds walking through a portal that's powered by gravity. The reactors start the effect, but ultimately Earth's gravity around for like miles and miles and miles goes to zero G as it's drawing off so much power to generate a portal. And they step through it and they end up on another planet. And they're just looking around like, yes, we did it. And what goes wrong? Does the AI that's running this thing go crazy? Is this planet occupied? Is this planet targeted for invasion? Is it like the Wild West in space? Does the ship break down? Like have a massive malfunction? Fast forward 80 years, it's like anime Old West. They managed to salvage a bunch of tech. They managed to mine and process civilization, but law kind of fell apart at a certain point. You have problems with governance, and maybe it's a colony, maybe it's a thriving colony. But yeah, uh, every so often they open up a portal and walk this robot through and find another planet. Now, do they go back? Maybe that's the struggle of the story. It's like, okay, we can open up a portal and we can let Earth through and we can colonize this planet, or we can say screw them and let them die. All those in favor? Wait, what are you talking about? We have people left behind. We have Eden. They actually call the place Eden, and it's like we we don't need to let the old world in to ruin this perfectly nice Eden. We have it all to ourselves. We have DNA samples over here. We don't have to worry about inbreeding and extinction and all this other stuff. We can just do this, and it turns into a fight. Maybe that's the disturbing thought. the fact that this giant robot, which they call, I don't know, Cradle One, which, yeah, it's just ripping with missiles and all that stuff, maybe even comes through and wipes out, the prior occupants. Who knows? Or there's nobody there of significance, or maybe there's a dead alien race. Maybe there's an advanced alien race and they use this planet for target practice. Who knows? It's a buffer zone world. There are different ways you can do it, but just the idea of a giant robot that can make portals, and maybe the aliens take the robot. Like, okay, Cradle One went through a portal, never came back. Fast forward 80 years, Cradle One comes through a portal, and there's an alien army on its heels. The Trojan horse sort of thing. Only there's no preemptive to it. It just shows up and disrupts gravity as it creates a portal, another portal, or just keeps that one open. And while, yes, there's no gravity, zero G all around for miles, which makes stopping it rather difficult, I suppose. While a horde comes through, and they're used to zero G because they're advanced aliens with spaceships that we don't have yet. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'll stop there because this one can go anywhere, and I think I'll stay safe at second. You know what I mean? All right. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out talesunlimited.net. There are books. If you like how I think, maybe you like how I write. Till next time. Giant robots with portals. That's kind of cool. I would throw in vending machines too, of course. Yeah.